celebrate the Windbloom Festival around this time of year? Paimon has lots of good memories from the last one. The sweet scent of flowers on the breeze, the sweet smell of tasty snacks on the breeze, the feeling of the breeze on your face? The only downside was the lack of commissions. But Paimon's sure that was just a one-time thing.
Once, there was a...
Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what happened?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a look, too! Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, from what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him? Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon.
Wind, hear me!
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru's spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Dawn Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Dawn Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very very knightly, Captain!
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Dawn Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Khaenri'ah, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Khaenri'ah was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Khaenri'ah as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life. A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧𝙬𝙧, is probably the only link to Khaenri'ah that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaeya 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaeya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Khaenri'ahn, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaeya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaeya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dain? You're both from Khaenri'ah, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen. Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time. No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously?
The wind rises. Squall Fury.
There is no escape!
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago, too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so.
The wind rises.
So there really isn't anyone home. Hey, look! It's a bull!
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of...
Oh, so it's a medicine bull? Seems... There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off. Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken, too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dain talked this place up. This bed looks pretty ordinary. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here.
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly.
Noises?
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Monsters? Wow, Dain's ears are sharp, just like his nose. He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dain, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
The wind rises.
There is no escape!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines.
What? You're going alone?
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines...
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the subject, Dain's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. So... Don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired? Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing, Paimon. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your sister? The stars? Wow. Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles, and you too, Teyvat! You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, 'cause if you're sad, Paimon will be too. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry. No, oh, come on. Don't say that. Paimon just wants to look after you for once. Nighty-night. Go on, shoo. Off to sleep.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Halt! What do you think? This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eye. What business is that of yours, All you need to know is that I claimed this place first. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for? If you must. I've been observing you. And you don't look like... Oh, still, I'm warning you. No funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please. Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in. You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? Come on, then. Mind your own business? How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold. Huh? You know Conria? Who are you, exactly? Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was... I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct, and all who place faith in the gods are my enemies. That may be
But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must the curse? It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay. Because although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them. Here's 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙘𝙧, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙘𝙧 faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. All due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a 𝙁𝙧𝙧𝙬𝙧 right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him. She was. We were separated. It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once, and now that I have lost almost everything, the little, if nothing else, at least I still have 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙘𝙧. Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙘𝙧. Over here. I'm sure you're wondering why I brought 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙘𝙧 here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind. I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the Seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it. What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter? Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggled, as it happens. I am in dire need of... My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. Okay. To start with, take this ingredient. Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialty? Oh, wonderful! This is the method for making... Is it done? In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. Well, the moment has finally arrived. Curses. No! I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its which means we must pay a visit to a statue. Let's go. Look at this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of Wisdom! Look at me! I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of Wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul, my son, 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧𝙖𝙀𝙀. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Khaenri'ah bow their heads, then I bow to you now. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧 to see this. Please, God! I beg of you. I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day. Let's go.
Take it easy.
Curry Bear? Well, we've prepared the medicine. We might as well try it. Curry Bear, it's me. It's your father. Curry Bear. Curry Bear, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Curry Bear? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Curry Bear. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please. Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. I was just deluding myself. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time. Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated, but not impossible. I grow them in that field. The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity. There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Curry Bear. Once you're back, I will make some fertilizer. Good. Then please head over when the...
Take it easy.
Ah, you're back. Curry Bear's condition is stable. By which I mean he still isn't responding. Anyway, give me the water. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Understand? Ah, good. I'll be...
Busted! Shine down!
The fuse is lit!
Quietly now.
What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so... Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another... Oh, sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, I have been so very wary for many years. I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help once again. And now, for the final step. Back to the statue of the Seven. We're here. Let's begin. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙧𝙧! Oh no, he must have left while we were too busy. Come on, we... That's not 𝙂𝙧𝙧𝙧. Right. 𝙂𝙧𝙧's scarf was... My eyes must be going. Ah, yes. Yes. Did it go in here? Well, let's... What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before. Huh. It looks like they're, worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal? Oh, there's only one way to find out.
escape!
Force one!
Gotcha!
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it?
Shine down! Quietly now. Take it easy. Illusion shattered! Busted!
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself? It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
fault, humans. Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place. Do you insist on an audience? Very well. Then I grant you the trial of destiny. Desolation! Foolish mortal!
Take it easy. Gotcha. I swear by my sword. Shine down.
Objective retreat! Fire hazard!
Desolation!
Quietly now. Illusion shattered. Things are about to get dicey.
Feel the foot!
Hear the final product.
Busted.
Who was that? He was... He was a perfect being. I'm in awe. He had the most wondrous aura, and yet you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is great. Let's continue on. I find myself growing more curious by the second, and... I think we've made it to the end.
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown, or for power that you covet? Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god, I am but a sinner. You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well. You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. Oh, is that so? Ďărbăr! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay. I have a strain for this to happen. Right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven. It's as if fate... You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps... I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options. Ďărbăr?
Papa?
Ďărbăr! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! You see, it worked! Ďărbăr can speak again!
Where's Mama?
Mama is... Ďărbăr, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes! Salvation! Sweet salvation! Yes, yes! This is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Ďărbăr? Are you fully awake now?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time. Wait. My body! What happened to me? Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Conria here. No more home. But... Do you know what that means? In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Papa forever.
Am I... dead?
No, of course not. Look, Ďărbăr, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you.
Really?
Yes, really. You've only just woken up, and this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest. Oh, and you have to promise me something. Never take off your mask. Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever offer redemption. But the God we saw in that cave... Now, that was a truly mighty God. Nothing like one of the Seven. That wondrous power, it was truly enchanting. Surely that must have been the reason I bow down. Now then, after one beseeches a god, and the god responds by answering their prayers, should they, do something to show their devotion? Piety is hardly my area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes. A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Take it easy.
No escape! Fire hazard!
Impossible! What happened? The 𝙁𝙧𝙧𝙘𝙧 worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion? That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future, we shall see it again. Could he really have been a sinner and not a god? Cory Bear? Where has he gone? Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been. This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a foray? Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh, no. Did he... The mirror! It's broken! He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like beneath it. If he'd just done as he was told! We have to find him. It's his scarf. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Cory Bear! Cory Bear! Where are you? Curses! Forest Rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way.
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
You... Forest Ranger scum! You spawn of the Seven are all the same! I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Cory Bear!
You're raving mad! You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the Forest Rangers!
Curse you all, Forest Rangers!
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls? Makes no sense.
He'd only just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, Forest Rangers, did you really spare none of them?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction, so I left it alone.
Yes! Wonderful!
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
Cory Bear! Cory Bear, stop! It's me! It's Papa! Whatever you saw, it was all a trick. An illusion. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Cory Bear? How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able to hear me. Surely. Come, Cory Bear. We have to go home now. Papa's...
Papa?
Cory Bear,
Papa, I can't take it.
please, Cory Bear. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
I see. I understand now. Finally, it all makes sense. Ah, Traveler. You're... Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time. I suspected it was you from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure. Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant. My real name is 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧𝙘𝙧. 𝙁𝙪𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙗𝙪. You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Cory Bear and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same. Yeah. I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes. That is no business of yours. A sinner. Yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from us. Cory Bear did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. Huh? Sinister. Dangerous. Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the abyss. How ridiculous! We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Khaenri'ah. To us, you were the abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Khaenri'ah.
Why did he just call me?
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
course you're awake! Paimon was worried sick! Traveler? Traveler?
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness? You mean 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧𝙤𝙧? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again. Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his... You could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face.
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time, and it seems closely connected to 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧𝙤's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path? Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began. What is it?
The field? What does that have to do with any...
You mean here? Well, let's start...
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later, and it's holding a silk scarf in its hand. But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here? What? That's impossible, unless 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧𝙤 finally found a way to rid himself of the curse. This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think, and to search my memories for some missing pieces. We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just gonna leave?
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If the time is right, I will tell you when we next meet.
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest. Goodbye.
There goes Dain. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh? What is it? Huh?
probably make an admission brochure and put it up on the side. But I'm sure no one would read it.
There's no room for laziness if we wish to uphold order.
Hey there! Excuse us.
You two look familiar. Are you friends of 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙤𝙘𝙧? But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might...
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really...
Oh? If you...
𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧.
That name sounds familiar.
𝙂𝙗𝙗𝙧𝙤𝙧 researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. There are rumors he'll become 𝙂𝙗𝙗𝙧's next sage.
I want to report him. For conducting it, he kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught...
There's no rush. Please, what kind of experiments was he conducting?
I don't remember.
Huh?
All I remember is 𝙁walking towards me, and then my head started feeling... It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I heard they conduct business in the tavern.
Even if what you say is... But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while?
Huh? 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙧?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, 𝙁𝙧 passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙀. After hearing about it, he left a message for 𝙁𝙗𝙧𝙤𝙀 and then
Huh. It's kinda weird for you to be working with the Matra.
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage 𝙁𝙀𝙀 to participate in this investigation. Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought 𝙁𝙧 here.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
All right, in that case, 𝙁𝙧's claim that 𝙁 will be conducted... Incidentally, 𝙁 is... It's close to the time that 𝙁𝙧 had given.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head...
Oh, come on! We already...
We're here, Acting Grand Sage 𝙁𝙀𝙀. Acting Grand Sage 𝙁𝙀𝙀?
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. 𝙁𝙧, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage 𝙁𝙀𝙀, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
He's the same as ever. Casually ignoring people just like he did back at Aaru Village.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the Acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I was against becoming the Acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer.
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps.
Acting Grand Sage 𝙁𝙧𝙤𝙗𝙗, we've apprehended a suspect.
𝙁𝙧𝙗𝙗?
No, it's the 𝘽𝙪𝙣 researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage 𝙁𝙧𝙗𝙗? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but what have I gotten myself into? I know—
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know 𝙁𝙗𝙗?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never—
What were the details of the—
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and He contacted me in private. We had originally agreed to meet—
Perhaps 𝙁𝙗𝙗 was aware that 𝙁𝙧𝙗 might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what 𝙁𝙗𝙗 was planning— Do you have any more questions for the
No.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he— However, I am curious. What do you—
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the academia then.
Follow me.
𝙁𝙗𝙗 didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. 𝙁𝙧𝙗𝙗, are you serious about seeing things?
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? What?
Yes. We were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself.
You couldn't be further from the truth. But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic and he submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that 𝙁𝙗𝙗's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources at—
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. 𝙁𝙧𝙗𝙗, can you try to remember things again?
I'm sorry, but I've already—
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the— Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this—
Actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done. But I do—
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister.
And the second thing? What?
I can't remember.
Not unexpected. However—
Losing your memory.
Oh, thank you. I have so— But amidst all that, nevertheless, I have you all to thank. Now,
I see.
Welcome! I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
I want to buy more.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady? Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?